In today's video, we are going to be simplifying rational expressions. So let's say we're given 15x squared y. To simplify this, the first thing that most people ask you is to find your non-permissible values. And that means that whatever is going to make your bottom 0, those are your non-permissible values. Those are things that your bottom cannot equal. So your non-permissible values here would be x cannot equal 0, y cannot equal 0, and z cannot equal 0. None of those can equal 0, even though your bottom is going to be a 0, and we don't want your bottom to be a 0 because that would be no solution, right? So those are your non-permissible values. And now going into simplifying this, so you're just going to divide the top and bottom to what is similar. So you're just going to do like your regular division. Here for 15 and 20, we have a 4 can go into both. So 4 is going to go into 15 3 times. 4 is going to go into 24 times. Now, x squared and x. When you're dividing exponents, when you're dividing variables with exponents with the same base, right, you take away the exponent. So x and x, it has the same base, which is x. We have x squared right here. And then we have just x to the 1. The 1 is implied. So we're going to take x squared and we're going to do 2 minus 1, which is 1. So the top is going to be left with x, right? Because it's going to get rid of the x on the bottom. Then for y, that's going to cancel each other out. Why? Because we have y to the 1 on the top, y to the 1 on the bottom. 1 minus 1 is 0. So that's going to cancel each other out. And then for the z or the z, we have z to the 3 and z to the 3 and z to the 1. Again, 3 subtract 1 is 2, so we're going to be left with z squared. The bottom is going to be left alone because the top had the bigger exponent. So that's pretty much it when it comes to simplifying rational expressions. Let's do another one. So let's say we have 100 x to the 6 and y to the 60. I'm doing really huge numbers. Over 25 to the y 10. Woo! Okay. How are we going to solve that? First, let's find our non-permissible values. And that means that our y cannot equal 0. Y cannot equal 0. So that would be our non-permissible value. Because once y equals 0, the bottom is going to equal 0, right? Because 25 multiplied by 0 would be 0 as well. So now we're going to simplify this. To do that, we're going to have 125. 25 can go into 100 4 times. So we're going to have a 4 on the top. We're not going to have anything on the bottom. Actually, we do technically have something on the bottom. It would be like a 1. But it's better to just put it there. Even on this, let's go back to this example right here. When I said there's nothing on the bottom, there's technically a 1 here. But then by the time you multiply everything, it's going to give you a 4. So, yeah. But anyway, back to this. We have 4 at the top, 1 at the bottom, because 25 goes in here 1 time, 25 goes in here 4 times, right? So 4 over 1. Then x, we're going to leave that the same way because there's no x on the bottom. There's nothing we can do to that. And then we have y. Again, we're going to take away 10, right? Because we're dividing and has the same base. So we're going to have to left with y to the 50. That's why that is such a simple, easy method that I always just tell people. When you're dividing exponents with the same base, you subtract the exponents. So the bottom is going to be left with 1. So your final answer is going to be 4x to the 6, y to the 50 over 1. So your answer is technically going to just be 4x 6 y 50. So it's very simple, very easy to do this, and that's just it for this video. See you guys in the next one.